Hello and happy Friday. What a week. Can't believe how fast it flew by, but they always do somehow. And I'm glad to be back on track bringing you some samples for February stamp camp. So a lot of you have requested the cards and I just need to keep making the samples here on live so you guys can see what you'll be getting. And even those of you that aren't getting, I hope I'm providing some inspiration for you. Happy birthday, Lisa. I can't believe that you're jumping on here instead of out celebrating you. Hi there, Shelly. Hello, hello. It's good to see you on here too. So, I'm a little bit later today. I needed to get my hubby out the door to get someplace. So it's like, okay, and then I'll schedule this for when I know he's gone. That way you don't see goofy faces in the background. Sometimes he likes to be goofy like that. Hi from Cheryl, Connie, and Lisa. So are you guys all together then? You must all be together. Hey there, Bethers. My sister's here, Barb's here, and Mary. Thanks. So for popping on. So this is card number 7 out of 10 for the February stack of 10 cards. So here's what I'm putting together. Oh, I love it when I've got sunshine, but sometimes it plays around with my camera angle. So pretty paper today that I get to play with and show you, and some punches today too. So let's get started. Oh, yay. I want to know where you're eating. Is Jake's Pizza open? I hope you're eating somewhere fun. I'll make it quick so you can watch and chat and have a blast together. Hi there, Julie. So let me get my camera turned around so that you can kind of see. I get so busy chatting with you guys, I totally forgot to turn on my iPad. So I'll see if I can maybe kind of get that going. At the same time, we'll see. Meanwhile, here is the card, how it looks up front the right way. And so I'm using the Celebration exclusive stamp set punch party that's in the back of the brochure for Celebration, and then the free Celebration pretty paper flower and field, and then adding in a few things there too. So hi there, Joyce. So I'll show you different options here of what's in that stamp set in just a bit. Yeah, I don't know. It's a beautiful day, no wind, it's not too cold, but my internet sometimes just doesn't want to connect. So I'll worry about that later. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. So the free papers are from the Celebration brochure, which we have, 9 days left of that. And so that's on page 10 here. So today it's the daisies get their fair share. I've been trying to mix up and use different patterns out of here, and I haven't touched this one yet. I think I liked it so much. You know how you kind of save things, and so it's like this, I'm saving the best for last, but you can see all my little pieces that are just kind of thrown into my paper pack to know that I've been using all the other ones very much. So they are well loved. And then, like I said, the stamp set that I'm using here is Punch Party. And so that is in the Celebration brochure. Yesterday, I talked a little bit because of the hot pink paper that I was using. I talked a little bit about joining during Celebration. And so today, the hosting part, I've had great hostesses during Celebration. Some of you have even ordered enough $300 to get to the Punch Party level, which is this one. So that's on page 17. Hi there, Donna. And so the punch party has lots of fun things. So a lot of these sentiments fit into these punches. So there's the double oval punch, the heart punch pack, and then today I'm using the postage stamp. Technical name is the rectangle postage stamp punch. There we go. And so these will fit in there too. So it's a great set. And I have been ordering for all of these events too to keep stamping and making cards for you guys. So I will have some of these stamp sets that I will be giving away soon, like within the next week or two. So keep that in mind too. But just know we have just over a week left of Celebration too. If anybody wants to just really spur the moment, do something wild and sign up to be a virtual hostess, know that I will have time to fit you in my schedule and put some cards together. That would be fun. So if you're thinking, oh, that wasn't on my radar, but the only way to get this is by hosting and having a $300 party. And all of my hostesses have gotten the stamp set. So don't be like, oh my goodness, would anybody order, or will I get to that? If you don't get to it, I'll make sure you get the stamp set. How does that sound? Okay, so let's get started with today's card. A lot of it, there's no big shot today. A lot of it's just punching and assembling. So I think it'll go pretty quick. You know, it didn't go really quick when I was designing it because I had all of the stuff strewn out. Like, should I do this? Should I do that? These colors, those colors. And so I always like getting all of that out of the way. Like if it takes me 2 hours to put together a quick card, just so you guys can replicate it on your own in 15 minutes, that makes my heart happy. So that is what I am here for. So the colors that I'm using today, Pool Party, So Saffron, and like I said, this is from Celebration, the Flower and Field free paper, and some basic white. So if this doesn't say spring and just warm colors, I don't know what does. I'm excited to work with that. So I think what I'm going to do is just start some assembly here, and I'm going to take my stamp and seal. Oops, get that going a little bit. Hopefully you guys can hear me. It kind of ended up with a wacky cold this week. And so, yeah, I'm just like stuffy, and I hate being stuffy. So I hope my voice isn't stuffy sounding for you guys. Okay, so I've got the pretty paper on So Saffron there. So 3.75 by 5. And then the So Saffron is 4 by 5 1/4. And then the card base here is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 again, opening that way. And so I'm just going to go ahead and put this on. And Cheryl, you're on here. Today's card is user friendly for ribbon. I did think about that as I was putting it together for myself. Like the ribbon goes all the way around the card, so I don't have to go, okay, make sure, Belle, that you get that ribbon going before before you put it on the next layer. And the ribbon that I'm using today is Pool Party, so it matches the card base Pool Party, and it's just called sheer ribbon, and it's from the Whale suite of products. So a lot of you may have this sheer Pool Party ribbon on hand because a lot of you got that Whale suite from the annual catalog. So that's where this is coming from. All right, so I'm gonna put this around. I haven't used ribbon for a while, guys. And the reason I realized that is because I had to kind of look and go, oh, my ribbon cutting scissors is like stored in its place. It's usually sitting right on my desktop because I'm always using ribbon and always using my ribbon cutting scissors. And not that I had to scrounge to find it, but it was just like tucked away. Okay, so I've got this. And hi there, Tammy. Thanks for joining in. Good to see you on here. I didn't recognize your new last name there at first. It's like, oh, that's Tammy. Okay, so I've got this, and it's just a nice sheer ribbon, and you can tell, though, it still picks up the color, that Pool Party from the base of the card, and kind of that light shadow of the Pool Party around all of the daisies too. So this is like perfect because it doesn't take away from the card. The next thing that I'm going to add to the card are these fun little things from the annual catalog, and these are called the Square Vellum Doilies. There, I'm going to get some more light on there. Square Vellum Doilies, and so whenever I pull these out, I always kind of have to do a double take and kind of flip through and make sure, because they are a nice, they're coated really nice. They're really nice and thick. So for kind of being a lacy looking doily, they're very sturdy, and I do like that. And because they are lacy, you kind of go, okay, how am I going to put my adhesive on there? So I'm just going to grab my little scratch piece of paper here and know ahead that we're going to kind of put a daisy here and the sentiment here. So I'm just going to kind of do this with my adhesive, because it's not going to take a lot to get the adhesive to stick on there. But that way, it's easier than just sticking a glue dot here and there. I can just run my adhesive over it and know that it's going to get covered up. In the areas I didn't have adhesive, there's no, that I didn't put the adhesive, those are the ones that are going to show. So I'm just going to kind of put this towards the middle, and then just stick that down like so. There we go. So that just kind of adds, I wasn't sure if it would just kind of fade into the background, but I love just that slight little texture that it adds there. It almost kind of, now that I see this, kind of frames the daisies. So that just kind of was a fun look that I wanted to almost look like a little garden trellis before I put my daisy on. So I just have a strip here. I cut this 2.75 wide. I always feel like I make enough daisies that I know if I have a full sheet of paper, cut it 2.75 and strips the long way, I get 4 even strips, and I know I'm going to get at least 4 daisies on the strip too. So kind of have that memorized in my mind. And this is the daisy punch. In the catalog, there's 2 different daisy punches. One is called Daisy Punch. The other one's called Medium Daisy Punch. So this is the Daisy Punch. The smaller one, of course, is the medium. So, so that I'm just going to punch out 2 of those. And then, hi there, Linda. And I'm going to assemble with, here, let me tear that off, with glue dots. Usually I'm better at tearing off to get to the first one, a little bit better than that. So for this, when there's 2 daisies, I just kind of rotate so that it's kind of every other petal there. And then I'm using, not contraband, I'm using retired product today, which some of you might have, and this is the 1/2-inch circle punch. I won't ever part with this because it makes the perfect centers for flowers, which I'm going to do today. And I know there's other die sets out there too that have little circles in them, and I could have pulled out that, but I thought this is just quick and easy, guys. It's Friday. So I'm just going to take and find a glue dot there, press that in, and there we go. And if you don't have access to a punch or dies or whatever, you probably could easily take like a sponge dauber and sponge or even blot. The sponge daubers are a perfect circle. You could make your own circle that way, or just color in or something too to make that nice yellow center like that. So that I'm going to set aside, and now the card's almost done, guys, and now I'm going to do my first stamping. So I'm going to pull out the So Saffron ink pad, and the stamp from the Punch Party stamp set here has this nice outline of a rectangle. So I'm going to ink that up here like so with So Saffron, so it makes a nice little framed edge there that obviously coordinates really well with the punch that I'm going to use, the rectangle postage stamp. And then for the inside, I'm going to use Pool Party, so I'm bringing in those cardstock colors from the card that I've already put together. And then from that same stamp set, there's a nice little happy birthday. And what I love about the stamp set is that it is photopolymer, so you can see exactly where to center that, like so. So we've got the Pool Party and the So Saffron going together there. And here is that rectangular postage stamp. You can see how it gets its name with the little edges on there. So that I'm going to just slide right in so I can get that lined up like so. There we go. And I'll give that a punch and it's going to pop out. And so we have that. So now it's just basically getting that on there. And I'm going to put these 2 elements on here with dimensionals. So just 1 dimensional works well for the center of the daisy. It doesn't need a lot. And then I'm just going to put a couple of these. Kind of have to watch out a little bit. I can feel it sticky from my adhesive that kind of came up and around to the areas that aren't the that little doily. So I'm going to peel those off, and that's ready to go. So I'm just going to kind of tuck the happy birthday in so that the daisy can kind of just go right over top of it. Make sure that that's lined up and centered there so it's even with the edge. So there we have that. Pretty quick and easy card. And like I said, not a lot of that doily is showing, but I love the soft touch that it gives the card. And so, like I said, they are in the back of the annual catalog, and the package that you get is 24. So that'll really last a long time for your crafting needs too. So that is where those are. I bought a whole bunch because I knew I would love them, and it just seemed like something that might sell out quick. So I bought a whole bunch when the annual catalog came out last spring, and it's like, Belle, you need to use some of those up. I hope they carry over though too. So for the inside, what I'm going to do is add this sentiment actually fits. It's kind of a lot of words in a little small area, and it actually fits inside here too. And so when I was putting my card together the first time, I don't see it. Here it is. I thought it just looked like too many words and too small of a frame, because I thought about putting that on my card, and I thought it just kind of got lost in the shuffle. So I liked the simpleness of the happy birthday, but I liked the saying. So I thought, okay, I can just ink this up and have this be the inside, because it goes well for it being a birthday card. And I'll read it to you after I get it inked up and stamped out, because it'll be a lot easier to read. Okay, sending you smiles for every moment on your special day. So what I thought was fun is if you had this to be on the outside, it almost would look like a wedding card for that. But I love that this sentiment could be used for wedding, could be used for shower, it could be used for birthday, or any special day, obviously. So that's for the inside. And then the outside, on my sample, I did pearls, because I thought, oh, the softness of the doily and the white from the daisy and everything. So I put some pearls on, and I'm like, they're okay. But I thought, okay, I'm going to switch things up for my live and show you a couple different options. And you guys can chime in if you're so brave to type away and let me know what you like better, the pearls, or what I'm going to show you here is the holiday rhinestone basic jewels. I love showing you guys choices anyway. So these are from the annual catalog too, and they've got pool party colored rhinestones in there too. So the nice thing about that is it'll match perfectly with the pool party that we've got going on. I love these holiday rhinestones. It says holiday, but I use them almost all the time other than Christmas. So let me pull those out, and I am going to, whoops, there's this. I'm going to use like one of the larger ones here, and then the smaller there, and then the smaller up here. So that is what the pool party looks like with that. Just kind of adds a little pop like so. So you'll have to let me know, because when I make these up to send out for those that are on my list for February Stamp Camp package of 10, you might get your choice then of pearls or rhinestones. And if you don't mind, then I choose for you. Hey there, Deb. So this is card number 7 out of 10 for February Stamp Camp package 10 cards. So how to get my cards? Let me swing this around. How to get my cards is if you're thinking you need to place an order and celebration is winding down. So if you think, oh yeah, whew, that sun is bright. If you're thinking, oh, I still need to get an order in, if you have a minimum $75 order, then you get my set of 10 cards completely made up from me, free for ordering as a great thank you reward. And if you go, you know what, I'm set, I love the inspiration, I want the cards so that I can have the cards on my workstation and just be inspired. And a lot of you do that, and I love that. And I love that you copy my cards. I'm not one of those that ever gets offended, like, oh my goodness, she copied my card. I love it. I feel like it's a huge compliment. So if that is something that you just want the set of 10 cards, then let me know, and I can get those out to you too. And the cost of that is $22 for the set of 10. Thank you, Linda. So Linda says rhinestone. I feel like I'm kind of more of a rhinestone girl than a pearl girl. So that's kind of where I think I was going after I put the pearls on. I'm like, I think I'd rather have rhinestones, but I think either would be fine. So it's one of those things too, if you have the paper and have the accessories to make your own card and you had pearls already at home, that would work too. So, all right, so have a great weekend, guys. And I know I will be spending a lot of my weekend putting together cards. So that'll be fun for me. I'm going to put my audiobook on and just craft to get cards made for you guys. So, oh, and Donna says rhinestones too. Wonderful. I always like kind of hearing what other people like as well. So have a great weekend. I will be back on here on Monday afternoon with card number 8. Or it might be a double feature if by some reason somebody chimes in and says, hey, I want to do one of those last minute virtual parties while celebration is still going on, because that ends February 28th, just to let you guys know that too. So have a great weekend. See you guys Monday. Bye-bye.